What is going on, peeps? Anthony, 210 Aquatics on a 210 check-in. I know it's been a while, but sometimes you need to just let things happen. That way, if I'm on here every day, well, there's not much change every day. It's like watching grass grow. So right here on the top left 20 long, I used to have the polar blue fry over there. But they're getting a little bigger now. Growing them out, got them in a 20 long instead of a 10 high. Let's see if they'll follow me over here under the lights. You can kind of get a good look at them. There we go. They're looking nice. Looking real nice. Growing them out. Again, if anybody's interested, give me a message there at my email. The one that's associated with the 210 Aquatics channel here at Gmail account. I ship anywhere in the lower 48. If you're interested, let me know. I'll get you a price. Otherwise, not a big deal. I will probably get them off into one of my local stores here. So I had another couple. I don't know if they paired off or not. There was a third wheel in here and he died. But anyways, I believe I've got a male and a female here as well. These are not the parents of these polar blues. The parents of these polar blues are inside in a 40 breeder. Now these are the guys that were, well, brother and sister of the ones that paired off. And so I don't know, we'll see what happens. But I basically scaped them a 20 long in here at the top. That's something different. So I needed to do that for them. Again, there was a third male in here and he just kind of went into this corner here and he wasn't doing well. I ended up taking him out because I checked up on him. I was able to walk back around here like I can do. And he was just kind of right here. And the sponge was over a little bit more, and I'd make sure I'd feed him and make sure that the food came down and he would eat. But I came back here when I looked at him, next thing you know, he was missing his eyes and he just wasn't good. I had to cull him, put him out of his misery. I hated to see that, hated to do that, but I wasn't gonna leave him in here just slowly die like that. That's kind of crazy. So that kind of sucked. But it is kind of cool that I can get back here. I can kind of check in on the yellow labs here, because they like to hide. With all the hiding spaces that they have here, they naturally are sort of skittish because they have all these spots. They can afford to be skittish, I guess. But I am out here every day, and they do come out when it's feeding time, so they really shouldn't be too skittish. Again, I've got two generation of I only had 3 in here, and now it looks like I've got 2 generation of fry in here. So I've got some adolescent fry and some very younger adolescent fry in here. The smaller ones are obviously hiding. They're all hiding now, but so that's really the only things I wanted to share here with regards to this rack of 20 longs right now. Over here. And also the fact that I did a water change on all these tanks, so the tanks are worthy of showing you. You can see I've got some breeder boxes going on here. I don't know if I'm going to yield anything here or not. At the risk of screwing things up. Yeah, I'm risking that. Put a little light here. I've got some wigglers here. Right there and there at the bottom. A lot of these eggs fungused. I really didn't do my due diligence. I will normally come in there and I'll pick off the fungusing eggs, yielding me more. I didn't do that with this one. I just let things go, but I think I'm gonna get something here. And these angel eggs actually belong to these parents here. So how beautiful will those be if I can get something there? So I'll let you know. This one, there's nothing in it. It's just clean, ready to go. Because when I do scoop out, if they separate from their egg sac, if I get some that'll survive, I'll eventually transfer them into a new breeder box here with all the methylene blue and all that stuff, so I can kind of see them and feed them. And I'll just start growing them out from here. I was able to do that over here. Well, actually, this box is clean because I had this same situation going on here for another set of eggs, and they're temporarily in a specimen container right now. But I was able to get some eggs and turning into wigglers, and now they're free swimming, and they belong to these guys here, my Philippine Blues. So I've got some action going on. There's the female always hiding because he's always messing with her. And they're all set and ready to go again here maybe next week. Hopefully, we'll see. We'll see. A little temperamental, I don't know. I've been chasing pH on these tanks in order to get the right conditions. I don't normally like to chase pH, but my water here in San Antonio is pretty high. Again, that's why I do have the RO system going on here. So when I actually make RO water, now that I can walk back here, things are kind of clean. It all comes into this 40-gallon brute bucket here. I'm actually refilling that brute bucket right now. So yeah, let's go back over here. I digress. We'll get you the shot of the free-flying Philippine blue fry. Yeah, got a glare. The reason I've got this on here, down here, I have this light shining up, is because I just got through making some baby brine shrimp. Takes about a 24-hour turnaround here. And for those people that don't know, once you're done incubating the eggs with an airline tube, pumping in air to get everything, this whole thing just kind of bubbles actually, and just the eggs are just constantly being twirled and incubating. And once that's done, you take the air off, you let the water go still, you have a light coming in from the bottom, and these baby brine shrimp will naturally gravitate towards the light. And so as you can see, as the longer I wait, the more clearer this water will get, and all the egg sacs will just be, it'll be brown on top, clear here, and nothing but gold little baby brine shrimp. They're basically like a cousin of the sea monkey. And then I'll just open this little device here, and I'll collect the baby brine shrimp. I have that ready to go. I'm not sure if these little guys are still too small to feed on baby brine shrimp. They could be the same size. I think they're almost there. In fact, let me turn the light off for 1 second here to kill the glare. Oops. There we go. Let's see if I can't get you a better look at these guys. Put a little bit more light here on this situation. There we go. Now you're gonna get a better look. Look how small they are. To give you kind of an idea of the scale, here's my pinky finger coming into the shot. That's my pinky finger. So they might be still a little too small for baby brine shrimp. I don't know yet. I won't know until I actually inject a drop of baby brine shrimp in there to see what happens. Let's go side view here. There we go. So I'm really happy about this. It's been a while. My little setup here, as far as angel breeding setup, is finally starting to come to. I feel like maybe I was a little overzealous getting all the 10-gallon tanks ready. It's too much. It's too much. You got to start out small here with them, growing them out. They're going to be in here for a while. And what I'll end up doing is, like I said, I'll have another hang-on breeder box going here when I'm ready to scoop them out. and I'll have the same water from this tank poured into a breeder box like this. I'll fill it up, and what I'll do is I'll drop acclimate water from the parent's tank, or any one of these tanks rather, because since I just did the pH, like I said, I've got them all pretty much right at 0.7, maybe 7.2. But drop acclimating, the water will drop acclimate in here, flow through here, and come out. And I did a video of that actually, of one of these breeder tanks and how it works. And that way they'll grow out. I won't really have to change the water too much at that point, because they'll essentially be in a 20-gallon hive sharing the water with the parents, or any one of these guys. Any one of these tanks I can do that with now. Now that I've pretty much synced up the water pH all the same here in these tanks, to stimulate all of these paired up angels to start going for me here. Got their slates ready. The other thing I did was I went ahead and put a divider in between the glass, because I couldn't understand why I wasn't yielding any eggs, or why, you know, what was going on. I felt like my pH was good anyways, but they weren't really breeding for me. And I thought, well, maybe it's because they see each other, all of the pairs respectively, next door to each other, and the males would sometimes come at each other trying to be alpha. So I bought a few more plants to act as dividers, and it's actually serving as sort of a shield wall for the females when they get tired of the male harassing them. This is happening in at least 3 of the 4 tanks. When she doesn't feel like dealing with the male, she comes in here and hides, and that's it. But that would stimulate the male on this side, I think, to come on over, and he's distracted as well. So I put in some cardboard. Oh, it just got dark here. I put in some cardboard here in between all the tanks, and now I'm having success. So that's what's going on, guys, and I'll keep you updated. And I'm about to harvest some of this here in a minute. And turn that back on. And yeah, I'm gonna start growing some angelfish out, and I'll give you updates on that here as they get bigger. They're gonna look real beautiful, actually. And at some point, they'll be ready for purchase, whether it be individuals or on Aquabid, or whether I put them into a store. Hey, thanks for tuning in, guys. Oh, by the way, as I wanted to say on this one here, a little algae bloom going on here, but this will eventually cycle out and take care of itself. Nothing to worry about there. I don't know why that happened, but then again, I don't know why or how I got a snail explosion here in this tank. It seems like the snails are finding their way into my breeding tanks, which kind of sucks. The light sucks here, can't really see it, but anyways, I can see it. That's what matters. I've got them in here too, and I feel like they're hopping over. Just a quick video, quick catch up, let you know what's going on. Again, I put dividers in here. I used a cutting board for here, and then I used hardboard in between these two. And like I said, next thing you know, a nice little water change, and they start spawning and trying to breed, and I pulled that slate out, and that's what I got here. Same thing over here. These guys have always been happy, so it's really my fault. I should be yielding more from them. Wasn't paying attention. I'm just kind of hoping I get something. I'm not trying to work too hard, but sometimes if you you can miss it and screw up a spawn of eggs if you're not paying attention. You guys be good. Thanks for checking me out. We'll see you in the next one. Take care. 210 Aquatics, like and subscribe. I just noticed this as I was filming. These guys did pair off up here. And in real time, as I'm actually shooting this video, they've actually made more polar blues for me. I've got some baby fry going on in here. So having much success by providing the proper environment for these fish. you can see him right there, and Daddy, I believe, or Mama, is being a little protective here of me. That's okay, we won't stress her out too much. She looks like she's doing a good job. I'll come around here real quick, see if I can get a better shot. But how cool is that, man? I didn't even realize that. I did a water change today. I did a water change on all of these guys and didn't notice it. Just noticing it now. Got some baby fry. I actually tipped this this pot over. You can see I drilled holes there in them a long time ago. It was actually standing up, and I'm like, well, let me tip that over, because the big guy, or female rather, I believe she's the female, couldn't really fit through that little hole. So in the water change process, I went ahead and tipped that over, and looks like the babies have gravitated to here. So I've got to put in some, well, now I've got more fry to feed with the hatching and yielding, or harvesting rather, of the baby brine shrimp, which works out just great. So the 210 Aquatics garage fish room is productive. I'm happy to report. So there we go, guys. Like and subscribe, and I'll keep you updated on this. But I'm very happy. I've got 2 breeding pair of polar blues now. Good stuff. Take care, and we'll see you in the next one.